Namaste. Today I'm going to read Volume 1, Book 2, Rudra Samhita, Part 2, Chapter 18, Marriage of Shiva and Sati in the Shiv Puran. Om Bhagavate Makaya Suri Kudi Samaprabhani Veganam Kudi Hariom Tat Sat. Narada said, when you approached Shiva, what was it that transpired? What were the events? What did Shiva himself do? Brahma said, I approached Lord Shiva, who was staying in the Himalayan mountains, in order to bring him to the house of Daksha. I was in a joyous mood. On seeing me, the creator of the world, approaching the bull-emblemed Shiva, had doubts about the acquisition of Sati due to his real affection or as a part of his divine sports, in conformity with the conventions of the world, or due to the devotion of Sati, Shiva immediately spoke to me. Like an ordinary man, Shiva said, O eldest of Devas, what did your son Daksha do in the matter of Sati? Tell me, lest my heart should be severed by the Cupid. This anxiety of separation, O eldest of Devas, running between Sati and me, attacks only me, leaving the other, the woman, who very well sustains her life. Brahma, respect the name Sati. Let me do what shall be done. She is not different from me. She has to be attained by me. O Brahma, act accordingly. Brahma said, O sage Narada, on hearing the words of Shiva, best speaking of his strict adherence to the conventions of the world, I told Shiva, consoling him, O bull-emblemed God, hear what my son told me regarding Sati. Rest assured that what you wanted to achieve has been achieved. Daksha has said, my daughter shall go to him. She has been intended for him. This has been my desire. Now that you also say, it is all the more necessary that it shall be carried out. For this purpose, Shiva had been appropriated by my daughter. Now he too seeks her. Hence she has to be offered to him by me. Let him come to me in an auspicious conjunction of stars. Then, O Brahma, I shall offer my daughter to him in the form of alms. O bull-emblemed God, Daksha has told me so. Go to his house in an auspicious hour and bring her here. O sage, on hearing these words of mine, Rudra, who is favorably disposed to his devotees, spoke with a smile, strictly adhering to the conventions of the world. Shiva said, I shall go to his house accompanied by you and Narada. Hence, O creator of the universe, you remember Narada. Remember your mental as well as physical sons, Marichi and others. O Brahma, with all my attendants, and with them I shall go to Daksha's house. Brahma said, thus commanded by Shiva, following the conventions of the world, I remembered you, Narada and the other sons, Marichi, etc. Immediately after I remembered them, all of my mental sons and you arrived in a happy mood. Remembered by Shiva, Vishnu, the foremost of Shiva's devotees, came there along with the goddess Lakshmi, seated on Garuda and accompanied by his army. In the bright half of the month of Chaitra, March, April, on the 13th day, when the star was Uttara Phalguni, on a Sunday, Lord Shiva started, going ahead with all the devas led by Brahma and Vishnu and accompanied by the sages. Shiva shone brilliantly. Great festivities were arranged by devas and the attendants of Shiva, who were in the happiest mood on their way. The hides of elephant and tiger, the serpents, the crescent moon, and the matted hair all became fitting ornaments and embellishments at Shiva's will. Then, in thrice, Shiva reached Daksha's abode, seated on his speedy bull, and along with Vishnu and others, with great humility and boundless joy, Daksha, along with his people, welcomed him. The devas and their attendants were honored by Daksha. The sages were seated in their due order. Then Daksha took Shiva within the house along with the devas and the sages. The delighted Daksha worshipped Lord Shiva after offering him an excellent seat. He worshipped Vishnu, me, the Brahmins, devas, and the Ganas of Shiva with great devotion. In a fitting manner, after performing the suitable worship, Daksha, in the presence of respectable sages, announced the marriage agreement. Then Daksha, my son, knelt before me, his father, with pleasure, and said, O Lord, the marriage rites shall be performed by you. Saying, Amen, I got up with a delightful heart and performed the preliminary rites. Then, in an auspicious conjunction of stars with the planets in a propitious position, Daksha joyfully gave his daughter Sati to Shiva. As a part of the rites of marriage, the delighted Shiva grasped the hand of Sati and comely appearance. We all, Vishnu, I, you, and other sages, bowed to Shiva and delighted him with laudatory hymns. There were great festivities with songs and dances. The sages and the devas were in a gay mood. After offering his daughter, Daksha, my son, was extremely satisfied. Sati and Shiva were in happy mood. Everything concluded auspiciously. Footnotes. (269) Garuda, the chief of birds, is descended from Keshapa and Vinata, one of the daughters of Daksha. He is the vehicle of Lord Vishnu. He is represented as having the head, wings, talons, and beak of an eagle, and the body and limbs of a man. His face is white, his wings red, and his body golden. For details, see legends in the Mahabharata. And here ends today's reading of the Shiv Puran. Om Prabhu Pranaratam Vyopeshwaratam Jagannatham Shivam Shankar Om Kapura Karanavatam Om Om Jum Samburu Som Trambakam Ejam Sukhan Vishtivaram Om Om Tuyo Mata Chapita Tuyo Tuyo Bandusha Jasaka Tuyo Tuyo Vidya Dravinang Tuyo Tuyo Sarvam Mamadiva Om Shanti 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 Om Hari Om Tat Sat.